In this video, I'm going to explain you how I did my web technology lab number 7, where I need to use PHP file using super global variables. In this, I need to design a multi-page shopping cart using PHP, using the super global variables like sessions, post, and get. And I need to use the PHP sessions to store the page-wise form field values and validate form field values on each page using HTML5 form elements. And I need to get the value of text box and get the value of select options, radio buttons, and multiple checkboxes, and redirect to the mentioned URL. And I need to use the sessions, and this is my expected output. This is the form, and this is the delivery confirmation. So I need to get the name, address, code, and it should be shown how many items I just ordered. For this, I use the code, this thing, where I just gave the link as a RLS style sheet, hrefs7.css, where I use CSS properties for styling. And I just created a form by giving a tag form action 7second.php, where this is the file. When you click the at last when you generate the form, when you click the button submit button, it goes to the second page, that is which I had a separate program for this. So in this I created a div element, and I just used a navigator nav, and I just gave the background image of the choosing the shirt option. For that, I just gave a choose shirts of your choice. And for this, I use a CSS property. Now position is absolute, and the container, for the container I gave position is relative so that it can be movable. And I just gave the two images, like first one shirt and second shirt. It will be having down with the cost. I just created another div box where you have given the name class as shirt one, and given the name as total name as shirt type, and input checkbox with the checkbox is given over there so that you can choose which shirt type is needed for you. Like given the t-shirt as 500 and other t-shirt as 700, and I used the gave the images over here. For the short one, I just gave CSS properties. I gave the margin left, margin top, width and height. I just displayed in the inline box and gave the background images which I have saved already. Shirt 2 also, it implies the same thing. And after that I just gave the clothing item as a paragraph tag, and for this I just use the input type as radio box, name as radio, where I just give the three radio buttons where you can choose which type of clothing you need: men's clothing, women's and child clothing. And down I just gave the quality, where I gave an input type as text box, so you can print how many how much quantity you want to take it. And down size, where I just given the drop down boxes, where option I created as XL, small, large, XL and triple XL. And after that I just created a other div box with a drop down menu where you can select the color of different colors, and you just gave the last submit button, where when you press the value of submit button, it goes to the second 7second.php. And this is my 7second.php, where I use a CSS styling for this. When I just click the submit button, what will happen? I wrote the PHP code where the session underscore start is the function where the session will be started in the PHP, and the dollar item, whenever you're creating a variable, it should be written with a dollar symbol. And I'm just getting the radio value, I mean as getting it from the method of post, because I given here the method is equals to post. So from the post method I'm getting dollar underscore post is the radio, and I'm just getting session as radio. From the this post radio I'm giving to the session, and I'm just taking the values of the radio post as I click the submit button. And I'm creating a second under form registration, where you can give your details of first name, last name and all. Here also I just use the action as register.php, where when the action is activated, it goes to other page called register.php. And I use the method is equals to post. Here I create the first name using the input type is equals to text box, last name also same, street address and address line, city, And in the state, I just use the drop down menu where I gave the options Jharkhand, Kolkata, and Tamil Nadu using the select option tags. And at last, I gave a zip code by using input type text box and the phone number using the input type text. And I gave the placeholders for each and everything, and email address and the shipping. I just gave the input radio box where you can give the standard one and express one where you can select which one you want. So that I just use the radio buttons, and I just give at last input type submit is equal to value continue. The name is submit. So when you press the sub continue, it goes to the register.php. It goes to register.php where I just created the order summary as a main heading, and I just gave the CSS stylings, and here text align as image the center, and if is set dollar underscore post is submit. If the submit button is clicked, what will happen was it takes the name which I already given here. Actually, here over here when you see I gave name is equals to name, so type is equals text, so this name will be taken here. So when I take dollar underscore post is equals to name, the name which I have typed in that text box will be stored in this dollar dot name variable, and echo is used to show the output. So I use echo name and I gave the variable name which I want to show. So in the same method, it takes the address one, zip code, phone number, and email for each and everything. And according to the given output, I need to create a table where I need to show the shipping orders. So I just created a two row table where I just gave the description quality amount as header, and in the rows I'll be starting the session. If the it's a radio button is set, it gives the values of like what the t-shirt you have took, what the quality. It takes the quality and stores in the session variable, and it shows the total. Here I just took the price, it goes to 600, and the total price I multiplied with the quantity so that you will get the total of it. And I just in each and every row, every column, I just type with the shipping values and get the shipping values from the post method, and I just uh, uh, printed it out. And my CSS styling properties were like, for text I just gave the font size, margin left, general CSS properties for each and every paragraph and each and every class name which I have created. And when I run this file, you can see the output over here, like the background image is green and H1 which choose the shirts of your choice. These are the two things which I have given the background image in CSS stylings. And clothing, like you can select any one of it, like t-shirt you want or t-shirt, both you can select which you want. I'm just selecting one. And in the clothing item, you can select either men's clothing or women's clothing or child, because I use radio button, so whichever you want to click you can use it. And I just give the women clothing. And quantity, I can type the number anything I want, it's 5. And size small, can large, and the colors you can display like which color ever you want, and click the submit button. When you click the submit button, it goes to the second page called 7second.css where I need to give the name and last name, street address, and address line, city, and the state. You can go drop down menu is Tamil Nadu, and some zip code, and phone number. I need to type the email address. I need to create the select the shipping cost, which 200 or 50. And when I press the continue button, it goes to the other page called register where you can see my name, address, place, zip code, phone number with the including table where you can see the item description, quantity, and women clothing, t-shirt, like quality and amount is printed over here. This is my whole web page where you can see it goes to the 3 pages creation. So this is my whole code, and the required output is shown.